Music comes first. If at some point there is a song that it sounds better, if it's only male or if it's only female, we'll go for it. I'm good. I'm super happy to play another festival, to be back in the live environment of Visions of Atlantis, because we, as you know, have been stuck at home like many people for a year. So finally we have the feeling like we're a band again, even though things feels a bit rusty sometimes. So yeah, all in all, very happy to be here today. Yes, it's not finished. There are some administrative issues going on the way, but all in all, I'm very happy with the place I chose. It has way more space than where I used to live in Lyon, and I have a real creative corner now. So I really can't wait to be a bit more settled and work on music with the other Italian over there. But I'm already loving the vibes there. The people are very nice, very welcoming, and yeah, I'm very happy. I would say not really, not yet. There's been too many things going on, preparing for the shows and going all the different places to get everything settled, you know. So it's a bit too early to say that I miss France this way. I miss my friends, my family for sure, but I realized during lockdown and during this pandemic that there were people I was living in the same town or even the same district that I would not see very often. And that's one of the moments where I realized it doesn't matter where I live. If I really want to see people, it can be anywhere. And the priority for me is my musical activity. And I'll keep going back to France regularly because of my main job, which is organizing concerts, which I haven't done in a year either, which happens in Lyon. So the connection is not broken, and yeah. It was amazing because it was the first time that we worked with this new producer, Felix Helt from Nuremberg, and he really pushed us further. Like, this album is really a step higher compared to anything we've done before. So we're really impatient to release it, and the studio part was very intense. Like, we sang a lot during the days, like huge sessions from like noon to 9 or 10 p.m. every day, not in a row, of course. I mean, when he was resting, when I was singing, and vice versa. But when the other was singing, you know, I was paying attention to his performance, and he was paying attention to mine. So there was a lot of being very focused on what we were doing there. It was really intense. We did the choirs, the three of us. So there are some songs with some choirs in there, and it's like 60 voices piled together. And some moments where you go through every kind of emotions there. Some very intense power, because some of our songs are very powerful. Some things way more intimate, and some moments where I had to discuss the direction between the harmonies and the placement of vocals and so on. So it was all in all very intense, but it was so inspiring and so just motivating and boosting to be in that environment again, that it's actually after that session that I decided to be like, I can't live away from this anymore. We had done two records with Frank from Civil Line Music in Austria, and it was we enjoyed doing those records a lot, and we're very happy with The Deep in the Dark and Wanderers. But we met Felix on tour because he was the sound engineer for Freedom Call in 2019. And he listened to our songs and he watched our show every night, and he said, you know what, you guys have a real nice potential. It's just missing something in the songs, you know, I'm missing something. And then we were like, okay, then show us, you know, what is it that is missing? And he wrote a song for us on tour. And he made us listen to it. He made me and Mick do the draft vocals for it. And Tom listened to it and he was like, this is mind-blowing. I want you to work with us on the new record. So with one song, the guy sort of got a job that was not even offered. Like it was, you know, we didn't know. We had no clue that we should have gone with him. You know, we didn't know him at all. But he was very enthusiastic and very motivated, and he wrote a song that is going to be one of the first singles. And that's the reason why we thought, okay, this is pushing our music another step further. And we had a chat with Frankie. We told him, listen, this is what we got. We need to. I think we need to follow that gut feeling that tells us there's a change to make here. And Frankie was okay with that because he tried to bring new songs to the table for us as well. But it was pretty much the same as Wanderers. Some of the tracks he sent over that we had been working on, they ended up and feeling like sounding pretty much like Wanderers. And we thought we can't do the same. We have to move on and also get better on every level. And with Felix, we really went into a way deeper, stronger direction, and we're very, very happy with the result. I prepared myself for the recordings. Like I sang a lot at home, many different types of singing, because I knew this record was even more demanding vocal-wise. So I used to generally train with songs that are too hard for me to sing. I go for all the Celine Dion, Whitney Houston, or Gloria Gaynor, because it makes me push my voice in a certain way. And I just realized that when you train with the best, you maybe don't reach their result because they're unique persons, but you get pretty close to a good thing. And I improve really fast when I do this. I also pushed my classical singing as well. And then I was very busy with the lyric writing, managed to train the new songs with the new lyrics. Some of the lyrics actually were found during the writing sessions with him. So some of the lyrics had time to grow on us a little bit, and that's good, because you can put more interpretation into it. And that was it pretty much, yes. It depends, because I write from different places. Let's say I first of all get into the mood of the song, because to me, a song, a record, a band, it's all one coherent project, one thing. It's like, doesn't make sense to try to put lyrics about something on a song that feels completely different. To me, it doesn't work like that. So first I get into the song mood, and I try to imagine with pictures what that song could be about, especially depending on which instruments are in the background. So I've always done this like that. Like I let the song inspire something to me most of the time. And then when I get pictures, I start to get like characters, I start to get a message or a story that I want to tell. And this is the start. It could be also that I start from the words, because like, as I said, there were some lyrics that we found during the writing sessions. Some words just came out so naturally while working on the melodies. It's like these words have to stay where they are, and they already mean something. So I build the chorus around it, or I build a verse around it, and then when I have one part, then I like, okay, I'm gonna say this before, I'm gonna say this afterwards. And there are some songs where the very first single, the title, which is in the chorus, something that the producer really wanted to keep. And it's not totally close to our, let's say, pirate vibe. It's something different. But I said, okay, we work as a team here. If you really like that and it's a song you wrote for us, I keep the title, and then I made a Visions of Atlantis song out of it anyway. But so yeah, inspiration comes from also everything I've been through personally. It's a lot of things that I actually tell myself that I write in lyrics, things that I've felt, experienced, believe in. It's very ultra personal. I cannot write something that I don't truly believe in, And to be able to work on the show for these days, I've been re-listening to old songs from The Deep in the Dark. It was only 3 years ago, but it's like it's old material for us. And I realized there are some things, especially when it comes to spirituality and personal development, that I've grown from this, and I really feel like, oh, this is where I came from, and this is now how I think now, and I see the journey I've been through when I read all my lyrics. I was like, oh, that's interesting. So yeah, it's all in all very personal always. Okay. Let's say it goes deeper in every direction. Like some songs are longer, way more orchestrations, choirs, like not on all songs, but there are some choirs that we had never done before. There is a stronger theme coming out of it, actually coming out of the whole band. We're going sort of all in one direction now, but not all the songs are related to that theme anyway. There's a couple of exceptions, but it doesn't destroy the entire environment. We're not going electronic or modern, whatever. No. We're staying a real symphonic metal band, but we're pushing let's say the theatrical whole aspects of our show between Miek and I. You know, we sort of answer and each other more often. It's not like he sing, I sing, we sing together. There is more interaction between us. There is more change of moods within the songs themselves. Some songs are even more metal. I would say that album, all in all, is going to be like heavier, darker too. So I would say this album is going to be very diverse, but very coherent, all in all. Most of the time, when we write a song, we have an idea of writing the parts. Okay, this is a bit more male-ish, and then you could answer with doing this, or this key makes that part fits the male vocals better or the female vocals better. The music comes first always. Mm-hmm. And Felix was amazing for that he always made sure in the end there is no ego fights. It's like, this right now sounds better when he sings, this right now sounds better when she sings alone, not as two lines, or it's better when actually it's now a choir with everyone and no two voices coming out. You know, we make music. Yeah, our producer was amazing for that because he really made sure that he guaranteed the musicality of everything. And this is my position in Mix too. It's like music comes first. If at some point there is a song that it sounds better if it's only male or if it's only female, we'll go for it. Because in the end, if people are going to listen to songs, they don't listen to concept. You know, we have two singers, it's not always easy to handle because of the difference of voices and parts and balance and all of this. But in the end, it has to touch people, it has to touch us, it has to make sense musically. Because people don't just are sensitive to a concept, they're sensitive to music. So, yeah. So this is a pretty tough question. I can't be sure about that, but apparently a nice tour has been confirmed for May. So we'll start promoting that record, let's say maybe March or April next year, mm-hmm. with a release probably around the beginning of that tour, early May. So this is just a period of time. I can't promise anything, but it should not go later than that. That would be the latest, I guess. Yes. I want to say thank you so much for everyone that kept following us and supporting us and be around during this pandemic. And I hope that like you guys, like you didn't have to, I mean, it was a hard time for everyone, but I hope that there are signs that this is coming to an end and that we'll finally be able to meet each other at shows again. And yeah, the only way for artists in that when we don't tour is to get the support from the merch and from other platforms that are developing now, like Patreon and so on. And I want to thank everyone who've been buying our DVD, for instance, which came out last year, or joining my Patreon too, because it really makes a difference in one artist's life when we don't get money from anything because nothing is happening. Cut. This is really what. Cut that too. Could make it as a funny thing at the end, you know, like.
Hello, my name is Clementine. I'm very happy to be here. Hello, Julia. It's nice to see you.
Yeah.